Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, February 17th, about halfway through this month. Time flies. On a sad note, I want to start today with the acknowledging the passing of an incredible musician that I had the great pleasure of working with a number of times, named Ramon Stagnaro. When we did, for a number of times, when we did the Latin Grammy Awards, Ramon was the guitarist on those. He brought me in on a number of projects to play with him that he was involved in. And man, he played on Judith Owens' music that we're working on that has yet to be released. She's doing a musical besides everything else, and she had Ramon come in and play on it because it's a musical about the women in Picasso's life, and Ramon was the perfect guy for this style of music, even though he could play anything. But this to me is a big telltale moment. He died of COVID, and he was against vaccinations. So it's a double tragedy on that level. It breaks my heart that there's so many people have started posting about it. I think it happened yesterday. But just a beautiful cat. My heart's out goes to his family and the music community for having lost such a great guy, a beautiful soul, beautiful musician. So Ramon, I will miss you. I have a bunch of things going on today, so I am going to get right to this. One guy I worked with a great deal when he lived in Los Angeles was Michael Omartian, and I've talked about him a number of times throughout all my videos because I did a lot of projects with him, and he ended up moving I think in '93 or so to Nashville. And I've worked with him down in Nashville, but he was a staple in the LA music scene. And I pulled up some Wikipedia stuff here, and I'm going to read that, just save you the looking it up, and it just keeps reminding me of what an amazing cat this guy is, because he's still at it. And I do remember at one point he had a beautiful Dino Ferrari, and we were working at a studio called Jenna Foodie, and they were doing construction work next door to the studio, a building construction. And I ended up bringing one of those fake spilled cans of paint. And at one point, we called him, and we were in the studio, and we went out, and we said, "Oh, Michael, man, you got to get out here. You won't believe, oh, Jesus." And he comes running out, and he looks, and there's this big can of spilled paint on top of his Ferrari. And he went out of his mind, and he was about ready to start fighting with all of the construction workers. And we had to jump in and go, "No," he picked it up the cans. "No, it was just a joke. Don't want to get you killed out here." But he wigged, man. It was really, it was his pride and joy. All of a sudden, it was tarnished, shall we say. But I'm gonna read some information here. Wikipedia's copious notes, not mine on this one. So here we go. Michael Omartian was born in 1945. He's an American singer-songwriter, arranger, keyboardist, and music producer. He's been a participant in numerous albums during his career that have spanned more than 4 decades. As a producer, he has had #1 records in 3 consecutive decades. He's a multiple Grammy Award winner, including Keyboardist of the Year and Producer of the Year. He spent 5 years on the A&R staff of ABC Dunhill Records as a producer, artist, and arranger. He was subsequently hired by Warner Brothers Records as an in-house producer and A&R staff member. Omartian moved from Los Angeles to Nashville in '93, where he served on the Board of Governors of the Recording Academy and helped to shape the curriculum for the first master's degree program in the field of music business at Belmont University. He's produced albums for many artists, including Clint Black, Michael Bolton, Dolly Parton, Debbie Boone, Steve Camp, Peter Cetera, Christopher Cross, Amy Grant, Whitney Houston, the Jacksons, Cliff Richard, Rod Stewart, Donna Summers, and Trisha Yearwood. Let me just pull this up here. This is kind of a life and career. Omartian was born in Evanston, Illinois, of Armenian descent. In the late 60s, Omartian helped launch Campus Crusade for Christ music outreach group, the New Folk, arranging much of the music and helping train the singers. But it gets down to, I'm sorry, let me get down to this. In 1980, thanks to Christopher Cross's Euphonious debut album, Omartian was nominated for 10 Grammy Awards, winning 3, including Producer of the Year. In 1985, Omartian was arranger and keyboard player on the #1 hit We Are the World by the supergroup of popular musicians in USA for Africa. In 2003, Omartian scored an audiobook rendition of biblical gospels called Gospels Come to Life. The audio Bible was read by fellow CCM, contemporary Christian music writer, musician Michael W. Smith. Then it's Omartian's the first producer to have #1 records in 3 separate decades, 70s, 80s, and 90s. He was nominated for Producer of the Year in 80, 84, and 86. In 91, he was nominated for Album of the Year for Heart in Motion by Amy Grant. In 1995, he was nominated for Country Song of the Year, When Love Finds You by Vince Gill, and for Gospel Album of the Year with The Light Inside by Gary Chapman. In 94, Omartian produced One Voice, an album for the Summer Olympic Games. His song Atlanta Real was used as a theme for the swimming events. And it goes on and on. I mean, Michael's been really an incredible force in the music business for as it says, for decades. And I've always just loved working with him. He's really just an absolute sweetheart. So that's the foreplay. So here we go. The album that I'm going to play a piece from is called Onward, and it's from 1975. And it was produced by Michael and arranged by Michael. He's doing vocals, keyboards, and percussion on this. And the music on the track is by Michael, and the lyrics are by his wife, Stormy Omartian. And it was engineered by the great Tommy Vicari, one great engineer. And it's just Michael and doing all that, and myself on bass, and the wonderful David Kemper on drums, who I did lots of work with over the years too. I mean, every time I visit one of these videos, there's an element of old home week here, of just seeing the names of so many players, past and present, that I've had the great opportunities to play with over the years. And before I play the song, I just want to thank everybody for a great Clubhouse yesterday. It was really fun. I'm glad it started off with food, so we got that rolling really quick. But it went to some pretty interesting places, and it's a fascinating group of people in that Clubhouse. And if you want, please come and sign up and join us. Just go to any video that I've got up pretty much on my channel, and there will be a link to Flat 5. And you go on that link, and it'll show you how to join the Clubhouse and do all the things and go to the gift store and all that stuff. But it was really just such a delight. You know, I really just enjoy everybody so much. It's a beautiful community, quite a cast of characters. So let me do this one. So this is called Annie the Poet, and it's Michael Omartian on his Onward album from 1975. Here we go. Now let's start from the beginning, downbeat.
I don't want to hear about your conquests or your casual affairs. Each one a great new story, but who cares? I want to know about your feelings or the ache in your heart, the thoughts that make you what you are, that set you apart. 'Cause maybe I've had them too. I come to where you're playing often, and you know why I do. 'Cause maybe you will sing about what I have felt too. Of things I've never told a soul because of my pride, and long time fears she's lost. Mistakes that were made in her childhood, and the price that they've cost. Well, I have lost that too. And I'll say, go see Annie the poet. She sings of something she's found. I don't see that in my own life. When I look around, I want to find that too. I want to find that too. The rich man hears the word of truth and doesn't care. The poor man sees his prospects scattered everywhere. Well, I'm a poor man looking to get rich upon your words. So lift my heavy spirit with the truth you've heard. And I'll know what you mean. And I'll say, go hear Annie the poet. She sings of something she's lost. Mistakes that were made in her childhood, and the price that they cost. Well, I have lost that too. And I'll say, go see Annie the poet. She sings of something she's found. I don't see that in my own life. When I look around, I want to find that too. I want to find that too.
You can really feel from that period, the mid-70s, the influence that Elton brought to everybody during that period. Because I remember when Elton came and he played with Dee and Nigel at the Troubadour and kind of turned everybody's brains inside out. It was such a quantum leap for that time. When he hit the scene, he hit it hard, and it was amazing. And influenced so many people of that period. So Michael Omartian, and he's still, playing and writing, and he's just great. I wish I used to see him all the time when he lived in LA. So it's that sad thing when guys move away, and it's like I miss Dan Dugmore. Dan was one of my oldest friends in the music business, and played for years with James Taylor and Linda Ronstadt and everybody. And then he moved many years ago to Nashville. And I see him every once in a while, but I miss seeing these guys on a regular basis when they leave town. Just, dear friends. Excuse me. So I'm going to get going here now. I've got some busy day ahead, so I'm going to go get moving here. Again, I'm going to make a full circle here. I really just implore you to get vaccinated. I sit here thinking that had Ramon been vaccinated, he would probably most likely still be with us. And the fact that he didn't do it and then it's too late it really says everything about this disease and the ramifications of not getting vaccinated. And he's far from the first person I've lost to COVID. And it just breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. And I'm so sorry for his family and the music community for his loss. So try to seriously think about this and think about yourself and your family and what you can do to make everybody safe. It's really important. And thank you to all of the medical workers, especially. It's just it's incredible what you put up with every day, and especially to be trying to take care of someone like Ramon, who really should never have been in there. That's really the tragedy of it. So take good care. Again, Clubhouse, you guys are the best. It was just a ball. So I'm going to get running now, and I'm going to wish everybody a wonderful day. And if you haven't yet, I see all these other videos where they make a little thing, subscribe, ring the bell, all that crap. But it would be great if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Just hit the button. Don't cost nothing. Just hit that little subscribe thing. I'd appreciate it. And like that there then. So I'm out of here. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.